A few years ago, Blake and Neil did a gym training video with 10-time world cross-country champion Nino Schurter. During that day, they were put through many alternative training drills that seemed to have very little to do with riding a bike. But as part of Nino's training plan, these exercises made a huge difference. It highlighted how training transfer exercises and activities that challenge balance, core strength, reaction time, mental awareness, multitasking, and endurance can be incredibly beneficial for mountain biking. So here's some ways to bring in non-mountain biking activities and ideas that will mean big gains in your off-road riding. Number 1, core strength and balance training. Riding starts with the body, not the bike. A stronger core gives you better control, endurance, and precision on the trails. Practice exercises like planks, take up yoga, or even incorporate some balance work via a balance board. Simple things can make a big difference. Hell, why not stand on one leg while brushing your teeth? It all adds up to a smoother ride. Start with daily planks for 30 seconds and gradually increase. Planks might seem simple, but they're deceptively challenging, and you will notice every second of that 30, I promise you. Consistency is key though. Do this once a day and the benefits are huge. They're also free and easy to fit into your day. Use a balance board to improve stability. You can purchase a balance board for as little as $15.99 on Amazon, but you can go crazy and go all in on a $159.99 special if you want. The more expensive versions come with apps and games to help keep it interesting, but truth is, the cheapest version will give you very similar results if you use it consistently. Want to make it harder? Use the balance time to practice some breathing techniques at the same time. It's great for focus. Try yoga once a week for better overall balance and flexibility. Yoga is such a great supplementary exercise because it builds the strength we're focusing on here, but it is also a very useful addition for managing mental health and mindfulness, which are topics we'll get to later. There are some awesome yoga apps online if you want to dip your toe in or seriously commit to joining a class. If you want to go one step further and hit up the gym for some strength and conditioning work, we've got you covered with some great videos about the best exercise and routines to use on the channel. Mental visualization. Picture yourself nailing that line before you even start. Mental rehearsal isn't just some woo-woo thing. Many pro riders can be seen using it before their World Cup downhill runs, using it to sharpen their focus and boost confidence. So you could try this next time you're about to do a familiar trail. Imagine each section, the terrain, how you'll move, and picture the sensation of what a successful run will feel like. It will make hitting those features in real life that much more fluid. Spend 5 minutes before a ride visualizing key sections of your route. Put a timer on, close your eyes and go into FPV mode. Try to keep yourself concentrated on the details of the ride that's about to take place. Break down complex features into smaller, manageable parts. This means the actual terrain of the course, but also your physical movements in detail too. Really picture and feel the riding and imagine it going perfectly. To practice the visualization process, the night after a ride, try mentally picturing your best riding before you go to sleep, remembering the best runs on that day and reliving it all as intensely as you can. This reinforcement will be very powerful. Sleep quality. This one is a secret weapon. Sleep is when your body recovers, repairs, and learns. If you're riding on bad sleep, your reaction time and energy are going to be in the gutter. Prioritize sleep and you'll have more power for those big rides, sharper focus and faster reflexes, which we're coming to, by the way. Set a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Consistent sleep helps regulate your circadian rhythms, which are your body's natural internal clock. A well-aligned circadian rhythm ensures better sleep quality, faster recovery, and improved overall energy levels, all of which contribute directly to better riding performance, which is what we're after. Something that will help, try using a sleep tracker that will provide you with a sleep score and help you better understand the sleep stages that you're cycling through each night. Another tip, avoid screens at least 30 minutes before sleep. The blue light emitted by screens can disrupt the circadian rhythm by reducing melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep-wake cycles and the production of the hormone. Less of that hormone will make it harder to fall asleep and affect the sleep quality. Reducing screen time before bed helps ensure deeper, more restorative sleep, which is crucial for recovery and peak performance. So create a bedtime routine to help you wind down effectively. Diet and hydration. Proper fuel means better performance. This sounds like no fun, but you wouldn't put rubbish fuel in a race car. So why would you do it with your racing body? Eating the right foods and staying hydrated before, during and after rides will keep you focused, powerful, and help prevent those post-ride bonks, or worse, mid-ride bonks. Drink water consistently throughout the day, not just during rides. Taking water with you on rides, perhaps in a hydration bladder, will make a massive difference by keeping you hydrated. If you're a heavy sweater, try adding some electrolytes to your water if you're going for a longer ride. These will replenish the salts you'll lose through your sweat and reduce the chances of cramping up. Whether you're on or off the bike, staying hydrated is key to maintaining energy levels and focus, especially on long rides. We all know it's important to eat a balanced diet with a good mix of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. When it comes to eating before a ride, we can change it up to give us more energy and avoid any digestive issues on the bike. If you're doing a big ride, you can start this in the days before by carb loading. Yum, yum. Eating meals in the day leading up to the big ride with a greater proportion of carbohydrates will help you store as much glycogen as possible in your muscles and liver. This is your body's main source of fuel. When it comes to a pre-ride meal, simple, quick digesting carbs like rice, potatoes, and bananas are the way to go. Avoid foods that are high in fiber, proteins, and fats. They're harder to digest and can cause an upset stomach, or worse, if you try and ride hard soon after eating them. Know what I mean? Bring a small snack like a banana to keep your energy up on long rides. Fueling yourself during your ride is important too. It can be as simple as a banana, although there are tons of products like gels and snack bars that will do the trick too. Keeping your energy levels up throughout the ride will make a huge difference in your performance. Don't wait until you're famished. Steady and consistent food intake is key for best results. Aim for between 30 and 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour for longer rides. This isn't directly about your bike, but it's all about your attitude. Try new activities, rock climbing, surfing, dancing, anything that challenges your coordination, balance, or guts. Taking on some of these activities can really test your resolve and confidence. However, it's worth it. This kind of cross-training can cross over and make you more adaptable on the bike. You'll be surprised how skills from totally unrelated sports translate to better riding. So, commit to finding and then including a new sport once a month that challenges your physical awareness, balance, skill, or fitness. The challenge is part of the benefit. Stepping into something unfamiliar and difficult helps build resilience. And the balanced improvements you gain will translate directly into better bike control. My God, you're going to have some amazing balance after all these ideas. Go online and sign up for a beginner class in the alternative discipline you've chosen. Do it, make it fun, and bring a friend along for extra motivation and support if you have to. This is a really perfect example of something that is entirely not about riding, but absolutely benefits you once you're back on the bike. Can't stress it enough. Crashes, failed attempts, near misses, they're all part of the process. Learning to not fear failure, but rather embrace it, helps you improve much faster. You ride better when you aren't afraid of falling. Remember, every pro has had countless crashes too, and each tumble is just progress in disguise. Positive thinking. The stories you tell yourself also matter. If you're halfway down a gnarly descent telling yourself you're going to crash, well, you probably will. Instead, use positive reinforcement. Tell yourself you've got this. Remember all that mental visualization from earlier? It didn't go wrong then, and it isn't going to go wrong now. Side note, if it did go wrong during your mental visualization, then you're doing it incorrectly. When it does go wrong, remember, you have gained something. Now you can reflect on what happened and learn from it, but focus on what you can do better next time, if you're still in one piece. This is actually a crucial addition to your MTB schedule. Do less. Not every day has to be beast mode. Rest days are when your body adapts and grows stronger. If you push too hard without rest, you risk burnout and injuries. Treat your rest days with as much respect as your ride days. They're just as critical for improvement. Look at it like this. Your riding is like a tripod. A tripod with legs made of 1, riding, 2, nutrition, and 3, rest. If you don't do one of those things well, you'll have a very wobbly tripod. It's as simple as that. To ensure this gets the attention it deserves, schedule in specific rest days in your week. I mean full rest days too. Schedule at least 1 full rest day each week. It sounds easy, but it is easily overlooked and suddenly you're feeling exhausted. But give yourself permission to rest and chill. Developing quick reactions could be game-changing, improving your potential for making those split-second decisions on the trail. To do this, you need to think outside the box. Activities like table tennis, squash, or reaction ball exercises are a good example of tools to sharpen your reflexes. This is the type of thing that racing drivers use as part of their training. At the end of the day, practicing these fast-paced, high-reaction activities off the bike could translate into better decision-making on the trail, and generally more confidence when things get gnarly. As I said, table tennis is a great game for reaction time. What about a bit of juggling whilst balancing on a ball, Nino Schurter style? That's what he does. There is a plethora of reaction time training devices to be purchased on the internet too. You can spend as little or as much as you want on those. However, it doesn't need to be anywhere near that technical. Here's one great reaction timing game that you can play with a partner. Player 1 drops a ruler through player 2's hand. Noting the catch point on the ruler means you can measure each other's timing and try to improve and beat each other. Great fun game. Incorporate agility ladder drills to sharpen footwork. We've all seen those footballers stepping their way through those ladders on the ground. Let's face it, they look a bit daft, but it works. It must do, they do it. This type of exercise encourages the firing of your fast twitch muscles, and that can result in quicker reaction times when you want to sprint out of a corner or really lay down some power down on a climb. Any improvements in muscle memory and brain to muscle connectivity should not be underestimated. Well, this sounds a bit like asking you to watch more of our videos. And that is generally what I'm doing. But I'm also saying watch tons of videos, not just ours. It's not a horrible chore though, is it? Spending time watching riding videos, reading articles, or even diving into biographies of a riding hero. Steve Pete has just released his biography, by the way. All this theory off the bike gives you a better understanding and appreciation of the technique of great riders. Learning from others' experience and hearing how a great person like Steve Pete overcame challenges can give you the mental edge. Unless somebody's read that book too. Even if you think you know how to do a certain skill, watching how-to videos about that skill can help you develop it further. I've had that happen with bunny hopping. I've been doing it for centuries, and I saw a video the other day and thought, that's a good idea. Seeing technique from other riders and comparing it to yours can help you overcome any bad habits you might have picked up. Trying to find some bike watching time during the week is fun and builds that much needed excitement for the next ride. But don't just watch. Read a chapter of Petey's bio too. You will be inspired. Other riders are available. That goes for any reputable sports biography, of course. Broaden your horizon by reading up on how some of the best have made themselves improve. Maybe even geek out and start writing notes in the margin. I hope that this has been helpful and you enjoyed the video. If you're still watching, then this counts as part of your homework towards your alternative training for mountain bike riding. Keep us up to date in the comments with what you're doing as an alternative training. Your suggestions could really help a fellow rider think outside the box with their training. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.